What's up, everybody? July company update video coming at you hot. So I'm going to get right into it. Incredibly important. Huge shout out to the Delbrook softball team for taking a commanding victory against NEI on Tuesday night. You know, we had a thunderstorm, rainstorm Monday night, moved to Tuesday. Doesn't matter. All they do is win. 15-10, a dominating victory. So big shout out to that team. Also, huge shout out to Safety Dave. Completely fair and honest and balanced. You know, one might say the most honest and most balanced and most fair umpire in the entire land. Safety Dave, shout out to you for calling a totally fair and honest game. So I think a lot of fun was had by all. I've had a few text exchanges with Joe Retman over at NEI. You know, once he got over, making all sorts of excuses for our greatness, we decided this should be an annual thing. You know, I've talked to Steve Marshall there about creating a trophy, to commemorate such a convincing victory. Think University of Miami turnover chain, type of trophy that we will do. The winner will keep, over the year and issue out as we will have the softball game every summer because it was a good time was had by all. So shout out to that team. And with that, I'll get into focus on some of our other teams. So first, I want to talk about Wellesley College. They are killing it out on site. This is a repeat client. We're back on campus for a major summer renovation, and I've heard nothing but great things. So I'm going to try to name everybody. I could screw up a free lunch. My dad used to tell me that all the time. So if I miss anybody, my apologies, but you all know who you are on the team. Just killing it here. So Jim Danner, Steve Barnes, Jessica Ronayne out in the field, Jen Patel, Mike Butler, Lorraine Ramiro, Joe Howell, Pat Spellman, Tina Gotten, and Hannah Rodenbush. Keep up the great work, everybody. That's a very important project for us, and keep killing it. Also, coming out hot of the gate, I've heard great things out at Ludlow, out in Western Mass. This is, for the most part, a lot of the team that just worked with wind companies at the American Optical mill rehabilitation. So this is another mill rehabilitation, the phase 2 of a project we did, 6 or 7 years ago, Ludlow phase 1. But shout out to Shane McMahon, John Yanoni, Keyshawn Dancy, Chase, our summer intern, Mikey K, who likes to go now by Mikey Kizzleswitch. It's no longer Mikey K, it's Mike Kizzleswitch, for those looking to pronounce his name correctly, Eric Tannery, Derek Skeffington, and Kaylee. So big shout out to that team. And lastly, want to shout out the Falmouth office for anybody who's been involved with Stratford Capital. I'd have to list a name that would be 100 people because I'm pretty sure, I know we've had consistent revenue with them since 2016, maybe even going back to 2014 or 2015. But that has been a great long-term client. So I know Greg Inman, Pat Finn, Mr. Dominguez, lots of people have been involved with that. So shout out to everybody involved with the Stratford and keep up the great work. We got a few stuff, bunch of ovens in the fire, fires in the oven. You know what I'm talking about right there. We got a bunch of stuff going on with them. So with that, I'm going to step into focusing on our mission. Oh shit. Our mission is build great teams. Okay, there's a lot of avenues I could go down with building great teams, but today I'm going to talk about one, which is that you can only build great teams by giving real feedback in a productive manner. Okay, that is daily, weekly, monthly, biannually, and annually. But it is hard to give real, honest feedback in a compassionate, empathetic, productive manner. Right? If we are going to be a successful company, we need to build cohesive teams and we need to help people grow. And the only way you do that is by having real, honest, good, productive conversations. And the only way you help people grow is by giving them real, honest, productive feedback, okay? And once again, that's critically important, right? On the day by day, on the week by week, on the month. But for reviews, please respond to the review request to give feedback to your peers. The only way people can improve is by getting feedback. So I'm going to be a little blunt. If you choose to not respond or put off feedback for a peer, in my mind, that's a big fuck you to them in their career growth and development. I know that's what it might feel like, oh, it's hard, I'm busy and I got all this, that, but you have to flip your mindset, right? You got to be able to give feedback to your peers so they can take that and use something with it and get better. Vice versa, receiving feedback, you don't want to be defensive. You can't be, oh, why did they say this? Or, is there something that I can take that and grow from that? And we have a culture of productive, healthy communication back and forth. Those are our best teams, best companies, best departments, best groups that have that healthy sort of way of helping each other grow. So please respond to the review requests. If you have a bunch piling them up, please get that back. When you're getting feedback from your peers, please take it as a gift. I may or may not teach a class on having hard discussions. Sign up if you want to come and learn more about that. But that's my update there. All right, now for some breaking news. Operationally, we got the team is mobilized out Veranda House in Nantucket. We've mobilized out at Two Life Leland in Waltham. And we are all over Dexter and as the aforementioned Wellesley campuses with a bunch of summer academic projects. So big shout out to those teams. And then we got a very exciting next 60 days. We got a bunch of upcoming starts. Another project for WIN in Shrewsbury is starting up soon, hopefully September 1st. We got POA Cape View. This will now be our third or fourth project for POA. So keeping that relationship running forward. Great project for the Cape office out in Bourne. We got Penrose Orleans. I know Russ Benassi's going out there and a few other people going out there. And Penrose is a great new client for us. We've been dancing with them for a while. Very established in the affordable housing development. This is the first one to kick off. We've been working on this Blessed Sacrament project for a while with them, but that not has gotten financed. But we're very excited about Penrose Orleans, hopefully getting started up in the next 60 days or so. We got Blue Flag out at the Beachside Hotel, which is another exciting hotel hospitality project out in Nantucket. We got Shields Wakefield starting up. Shields long-term repeat client, so exciting win for the healthcare team there. And we got the Navigator Homes in Edgartown, hopefully starting up sometime September 1st, September 15th, around that date. There's a few others. I didn't want to put too many on there, but we got a lot of really exciting things. So, look, it's crazy that we're already into the second half of 2023. I want to just remind people about our annual corporate meeting this year, right? It was a pretty simple message, guys. Let's just execute. Let's do those 5 things that we talked about at that meeting. I talked about it in my last company video. So let's just be really good at what we do and good things will happen. And we're going to be into 2024 here. Before you know it, the year is shaping up to be a pretty good year. But let's keep our foot on the gas. So with that, have a great July. You'll hear me soon. And remember, let's build some great teams. See you guys.